Alright. We're live. Haven't changed my screen yet. What was that? Did I drop something there? Let me check something first.
What was it?
Your cat on the lobster
Oh,
thingy-mabob. Lobster porridge, yeah. It's lobster, right? You know, it doesn't make sense. If I'm allergic to lobster, I will be allergic to shrimp too, right?
that's what you think?
It's very confusing. Anyway, welcome. My name is Bit, and I draw art. Today, I'm gonna finish up. What am I finishing up? I'm gonna finish up my vehicle art for the game concept I'm making, and then I'm gonna explore more into sketching Bane for my last stream. There was something interesting about it, making Bane into a Pokemon situation. So let us change the screen now. It's interesting. Maybe there's no people at this hour. Maybe it depends on certain time. Who knows? Yeah, but maybe like during this weekday, there's like no people. Maybe it's on Friday that is better, or weekend. Who knows, man? So here is the sketch of Bane in this potential form. I think I'm gonna explore more on this art. Something about this is very satisfying to draw a big muscular dude. And it's and if you like to draw, you can follow along. It's gonna be mostly sketching here. So nothing fancy. Let me just pull up my Pinterest first to get some inspiration. I mean, you can't see it, but it's on my other screen. So what I learned from my vehicle concept and also my turnaround sheet, let me get my turnaround sheet here, for the game concept character I was doing, is to create this reference line, guidelines. It'll help me kind of ensure the consistency of the character design. I'm just gonna create here, so it should be like this, and then I'm gonna press V. Press B first and V. So I'm gonna start off with the head. That should be roughly around the middle. I mean straight. And the chin. Guess the chin and the shoulders about the same height. I'm gonna do the waist. I wish there's an easier way to do this. To create these guidelines on the critter. I'm gonna do the knee. Whoops. So you gotta like carefully align it, or else it'll be not straight. I think that wasn't straight. Let me do it again. That should be right. And then the feet. now I know that that's the feet. I'm gonna bring the second one up higher. Somewhere here. And my biggest guy right here. Speed should be here too. Okay, so somewhere around here should be the height. Just gonna lower the opacity, put it to multiply. One layer down. And let's see what we got. I've been playing this song so many times, it's just stuck in my head.
What's the song?
It's the free copyright song. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna refine this character more so it looks pretty good, I guess. But this time I'm gonna use maybe a black pen or brush color. So I remember I did this with a symmetry. Now I just need to move that symmetry. Yeah. Get right down to the middle. Is that middle? Feels like it's not yet middle to me. Oops. Somewhere around there, it should be right. And then go to basic. Now I'm gonna move this empty layer up. So let's begin then. It's going to be a bit of a sharp shape on the head. So this is just a warm-up. I think it helps me enjoy drawing, free concepts. I don't have to think of a character. It's already a real character from DC. I don't think he has such a big eyes. Should be a bit smaller. Should be a slight outline of his jawline right here. It should be a bit shorter, shouldn't be too long. I'm gonna erase that top here. Looks good. So now we go to the normal brush. Gonna add the neck. The neck is obviously kind of muscular because he is a wrestler. Has a large strap. Even for a normal guy. And again, this is just a sketch. I think I want to highlight a bit. Okay. Trying to base this off from a real bodybuilder. There's a lot of striation on his chest. I'm gonna add a detail as fast as I could. Guess this one, the angle doesn't look right. Should be somewhere like this, folding on the top here. Then I'm going to start off with the shoulder. I notice there's a bump here. This is the first bump, and then the third bump. Not a bump, I guess it's a fold. Then add another fold on top there. Create like a bit of a stretch mark here to see where the muscle is folded, and again that striation we want to highlight. So we look away, it looks good. Now the arms. Arms also have quite a lot of fold, I guess. I'm going to draw like a tear shape here. Then I'll make it more sharper. So from my understanding here, there is kind of like a more lines right here. Then over here, no, that shouldn't be right. So this one you should be able to see this wingspan right here. I'm gonna add a like a separation line here. I want to draw the veins. I think it should be coming all the way here. But here it doesn't feel right. I'm gonna erase that a bit. And I'm just gonna add like a hook here. It's these small details that makes it look very complete. But you guys see from a distance too. Now for the back of this biceps muscle, just gonna make it like a round style. Then apparently here is the forearm biggest muscle. Then there's another one just kind of overlapping. The hands, arms are too big.
They're too big.
That's right. So here I'm gonna create like a rectangle, like a separation here.
Drawing there, buddy.
So previously I was drawing this Bane for exercise,
Okay.
and then suddenly an idea just struck to me as I was just practicing. This is just my warm-up. I can see him like a very Pokemon-like character where you make him bigger and bigger and bigger. Yeah, he evolves by taking, you know, basically like steroids, but they call it Venom. So he gets bigger and bigger. Like you play Batman, the Arkham Knight. When he fought with Joker, Joker got like a giant monster, right? So it's that serum that gives it. No, not that one. That's the other Batman game. Yeah, that's like 3.
Like, puts the gas on and everyone thinks they're going crazy, right?
Yeah, but which one? Oh. But Bane has his own serum too. Well, not serum, like his own. I want to say his own. They call it something else in the wrestling term. Yeah, yeah. I want to say their stuff, but you know, it's something else. Are you taking stuff? You know, that kind of saying. So, you know, Batman, there's no law to it, so he can take stuff. It doesn't matter. He'll live forever. At this point on, right, Batman has died and come back to life. And so Bane can do the same thing.
Let's hear you talk about nonsense, you little weirdo.
Wow, you're exposing your love here?
I'm not allowed to?
Isn't it scary that people will dox us?
Huh?
Come on, keep ourselves hidden. We gotta be mystery. I don't want to be a lovey-dovey streamer. Otherwise, I'll expose you.
You know that, no, I was just thinking about the gym. The one where it's like the head passing like the cat.
Nope. No clue what you mean.
I'm cold. Why am I cold? Isn't it spring? Hey Google, what's the weather? Hey Google, what's the weather like today? 2 degrees.
2 degrees?
Wait, go to my down 1. And then next week they say it's back to 5.
Yeah, that's what you told me. I mean, I do feel cold on the feet, but it doesn't bother me as much as you do. Maybe you need to do something. Maybe you really need to use that, what you call? Not the heater sock, the heater blanket. Even when you work. Exactly. Oh, someone's calling me. Hold on a minute. Hello? It's gone.
No. You Malaysian or?
I think it's Malaysian. What if it's your brother or something?
He would call you from your phone. He would call you from.
On WhatsApp, is it?
Yeah. Yeah, I just realized these headphones, right? They work with the 3.5 millimeter one. So technically, when I'm charging it, I can also use the 3.5.
I think you can as a wired headphone. But you don't get to use the amplifier inside.
I see. What about the mic?
The mic? No. The mic is also connected to the amplifier, if not mistaken. I remember this. No, when people ask me like, how come I cannot use the mic when I'm charging? Or when I'm just using wired? You know, the technician there never even explained that to me at all. I had to figure it out by myself. I think here is too high, maybe a little bit lower. Somewhere here. I think almost the same. The chest should be following like this kind of angle. Let me see from a mirror side. Looks good enough. Let me just erase a bit. I think it's the same here. Should be like a line there. And then you got sort of like another fold under here. Based on the diagram of this anatomy, it can be very complicated.
Why am I so cold? I don't understand. Oh my gosh. Put on my jacket.
Gonna do the same thing on the other hands as well, like a tear drop shape. And now you're hearing multiple sound. Don't know what's going on there. I'm not gonna entertain with. I'm gonna just focus on the art. If I want to put eye drop, I have to stop drawing. I can do it, but you have to get it out for me. Actually, I can use the eye drop right now. That, kids, is how you trick a person. So based on the hip, yeah. There's a lot of lines going on here. Looks very Bane-y. Same thing, gonna have some vein here too. Veiny, veiny. I don't think those make sense at all. I'm gonna flip side here just to make sure I can eyeball the arms. So the first fold is here, then the second fold, then this is the third fold. So you went out or something? Here a little bit bigger, and probably can see the elbow. You're gonna flip back. Based on this, should be able to see more. Of this muscle right here. This one also has another line. Once again, I'm going to draw a kind of like a rectangle here going on. Going to add more kind of like this striation lines. I think this one's a little bit too kind of like dented. What did you do? Spray your face just now?
Yeah, face, my nose.
here. Oops, wrong pen. So I joined this meetup in Toronto where everyone will be sketching or something. It's called like a sketch meetup. So I'll see how interesting it'll be. This is where I had to put myself out there to be friends with people in the same industry, because I can't be in my own bubble all the time, right?
Yeah, same thing.
No, I'm just talking out loud.
That's true.
Creating conversation, you know what I'm saying? Just making conversation. Sometimes it's very annoying to draw hands, so what I like to do is duplicate on the one I just did right here. Control C, Control V, and then I'm going to flip it, bring it here, just going to make it bigger, just angle it a little bit different.
Oh, so Costco is selling heated seat cushions.
But that's not where you're cold.
It's not. That's step one.
So many gadgets just for the floor things.
Maybe it's getting warm anyway.
You say that, but you're the one who's complaining it's cold.
Complain.
Meanwhile, my feet is sweating.
Oh God.
Like I want it cold on my feet. But then it became like cold sweat.
Yeah. See, again.
So is that the thing you're complaining? Oh. It's 9:30, everyone. Sun's down, big guy.
Is this more Hulk references?
Except he's not the Hulk.
Is he not?
No. And that yesterday, the person talking about it, about comics with me, that person really liked Bane a lot. I mean, in another time, I would also like to talk about Bane too. Yeah, he's a wrestler.
Really?
Yes. I mean, he's dressed like like a wrestler. I think it's granted that he's like he is a bit of a wrestler character.
It's because he's larger than his own stuff.
Yes. But also in the comic book, I think they show like he did some wrestling or something, like a luchador. You know, it's DC, you know. They make the most ridiculous character to be somehow relatable. It does give me like the Rock vibe here. The final boss.
Is having a
Who?
they're like a Japanese Daiso thing in Toronto.
Oh, okay.
It has a pop-up downtown. 2 Dunlop Street. Let's see where it's at. 2 Dunlop.
Gonna draw where the veins, I mean the venom is pumped in. think it should be on his neck. Kind of like, problem is which side? Like this side and one this side? Well, this valve thing is a work in progress. I'll figure this out later. Just gonna do this one, maybe overlapping on top here. This one a little bit different. And some variation, I guess, on the positioning of the valve. We'll leave that as it is, because at the moment it doesn't matter. Gonna add its clothes. It's gonna be the same design like the previous one. So this clothing design is inspired from a fighting video game that I used to play when I was a kid, called King of Fighters. And one of the coolest characters, who I find it very amazing, but also the cheesy character, the Akuma of all characters, is Rugal. So he wore this kind of clothes. This tight, kind of like a dominatrix clothing. So I'm gonna darken this up to show that this is the clothes part. Well, not too dark, because you still want to see the inside. Now the thing here is that there is a kind of like a fish net going on here. See how that looks like on the side. I'm gonna darken on the mask too. I'm gonna brush and erase a bit here. Yeah, it looks fine. So now for the pants, gonna be just a simple slack, I guess. It's a little bit, skinny and tight. Maybe can show a bit of the muscle. Bit of a, you can see his calves. I'm gonna add the bell looking a bit weird, as I was saying. I'm gonna add a bit of a B letter here. For Bane. Big Boss Bane. It's kinda cool. Big Boss Bane is triple B. Leg muscle here should be like a diamond shape. I'm gonna add a little bit of a width to it. Then the shoe is gonna be very simple, nothing fancy. Then erase some of these kind of loose line, make it more cleaner a bit. And there you have Big Boss Bane. Oops, gonna add more heavier lines on the legs. should be darker here because it's in front. Forgot the other side pocket. This hand should be darker because it's also further in front. What I should do here, maybe erase this under there. No, I think I leave it there. So I'm gonna, oops. I'm gonna add more depth to the chin. So it's obvious that it's in front. Okay, that looks good. Now I'm going to duplicate this. I'm going to bring it here. So what's happening is that this guy will be very big. Maybe not that big. Should be around the same height. Okay. So with this one, I want him to have probably a larger arm. What has changed? So when you add more venom, he'll be more bigger, right? Let me reference of Juggernaut. Some in the Marvel way. That's a very good concept on like large humans, mutants, I guess. So for him to be bigger, what I'm gonna do is just gonna cut some part here. Same for the other arm. I think here it's a bit too far away. I'm bringing it closer. And the head, I want it smaller. what's happened here is that oops. Somewhere like that. I think the head should be small on it to be the same size. But just a tad taller, alright. I'm just gonna add in some brush here. Then I'm just gonna add the traps. Because now it's gonna be bigger now. The chest is obviously bigger. I'm gonna add some like skin tearing. Because it's kind of like stretching out the skin and everything. And obviously the clothes will be like teared apart, I guess. I'm gonna make the arm angle in this way and longer. Gonna add some ribness to the pants because his leg is gonna be more bulging. Gonna have his feet sticking out. Kind of ripped pants too. has a very strong pants, kind of like the Hulk's pants. So here I'm gonna give it a, maybe this is 60% venom. This is what I mean when I have the concept. I think this one should be right here. Should be able to see now. I'm gonna erase this part. So first, I'm gonna load that opacity. This one I can move that already. You can hear that. Oh, my finger is cracking. Well, it should be only my right hand. Oh, almost spot on. Oops. Okay. So in this one, I think I'm gonna add some tear later. First I'm gonna do the eyes. It's angrier. Then gonna have it like no pupil. Doing the mouth. Should be in front, right? This one, the bottom teeth. making the eyebrow should be a little bit higher. Maybe this is not 60%, it should be like close to 80%. Making sure that's where the holes are. Now I change to my brush. Just gonna get a rip here. Time to add some shadow lighting here. Oops. So obviously the neck is going to be a lot thicker with veins. Clavicle is going to be a bit distorted. There should be the clothes game rip. and do the first one. Then the third one. I'm gonna add in the detail right away. Where the skin is ripped, and it should be a bunch of lines there. I'm gonna do almost the same thing with the chest. So I guess he looks more like a dumb brute. And then I'm gonna draw the bicep. Let's see who's online. But the veins is just everywhere. Probably need to see some references on how to draw veins as well. Oops. So I'm quiet right now because I'm very focused on the detail. back bicep here. I think I should add in a vein as well. Striation, then more vein popping out. I think here the elbow will be protruding a bit. You can see it. Be ripping right here. It should be in a kind of like this angle. The vein is appearing from there. See, there's more folds. Trying to draw as if the muscle is exploding from his skin. There you have the other arm. I show that it's ripping apart too. Once again, trying to add the muscle definition, the abs. Erase here a bit. Same thing, there should be a kind of like a separation here for the clothes. Darken this up. You want me to turn off the mic?
No, just putting me with them.
Oh. Distorted because of the muscle. Some ripping there too. JJ Uzumaki. Oh, thank you for the follow. Yo, how are you doing? And welcome. My name is Biff, and I'm drawing art. That's my intro. So welcome. I'm just doing some warm-up sketch, which kind of turned out to become a concept. Just unboxed my drawing tablet after a lot of quitting since 2022. Well, welcome back. It's the Eugene 708. Not familiar with that. You're cook? Nah, you're not cook. I consider this as a warm-up because I do want to get my hands all loose and familiar drawing this kind of way. Because when I do my line art, it'll be something like this. This is some concept I'm making at the moment, but yeah, this one I'm just having fun. Oh yeah, I forgot. You get a free sketch. JJ Uzumaki. Since you follow me, I think no, I don't think. I know that you deserve a free sketch. So this is what I like to do. Where is it? So every time someone follow me on Twitch, they get a free sketch. So name me your pet, or what do you want me to sketch for you? The last one I did was this person called Magic33. He wanted a dancing animal, so I gave it a gerbil, or a hamster doing a moonwalk. To be honest, I like the otter emoji. The otter emoji. Oh, okay. Let me just remove that. Gonna put in your name first. I think this is on stabilizer. J Uzumaki. I'm assuming you're a fan of Naruto, I guess. Or is it Uzumaki? No, that's not right. I'm thinking of something else. I'm thinking of Uzumaki from another manga. The Junji Ito manga. This is the first time I see the emoji. Yeah, an otter, huh? Let me see, what can I do with an otter? Junji Ito otter, that is a cool concept. Let me see that. Let me think of a way to sketch this out. First I need to see on Pinterest on how does an otter look like. Okay, so Junji Ito is that circular thing, right? He likes to do an Uzumaki thing. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna draw an otter doing a Uzumaki. Just gotta figure out how to do the arms. So this is the tail. I do want to make it as twisted as possible. And I want the face facing you towards us. It's the hand. The leg is gonna be here, I guess. Make it extra long tail. What kind of hat does it have? Monocle, maybe? So from what I understand, the way Junji Ito draws his creature, just gonna draw the eyes. There's a lot of eye bags under it. It's kind of amazing. It's just very subtle shading on the eyes to show that it's very scary. There's a very small crease on the brow too. Should be something like this. Because an otter has a very similar feature. It's facing front like a cat. Only difference is like a very small ear, I guess. It's my first time drawing a horror inspired sketch. So what do you usually draw, JJ Uzumaki? Do you draw like anime? Do you draw realistic stuff? It's gonna carry a rock here. For some reason I see otters with rocks. The other hands is gonna be behind here, so I'm gonna shade it. Looking good, thanks. You draw a mix of? Of real and anime? Or try to? Wow, real and anime? Is it usually those two at the same time, or you just separate, you know, like one is anime, one is realistic? Or are you trying to achieve realism with anime texture? Separate, alright. Well, I like to do a lot of non-realistic. I think throughout the years my style is quite close to kind of like a comic book style, but I'm leaning towards more to a concept art. It's mostly 2D. So if I were to say like a genre, I would say it's quite close to a Western style of art rather than a Japanese manga style. I want to continue, but the perfectionist mindset I have keeps overshadowing it, leading me to quit a lot. Well, to me, perfectionist doesn't lead me to quitting. It's a lot of like, I keep on redoing many times. So maybe it's not the same relating to you, but I understand that, you know, there are times where you feel like your art is never good enough. I get that feeling. And it's very tiring. Eventually your hands, you know, feel it hurts, and your back hurts, your neck hurts.
You're not painting it in such a good way.
What do you mean?
Everything just hurts as an artist.
Yeah, I think the most important thing is just to rest. A lot of time it's just because of an art block. But I have heard like to draw alongs kind of help out with this, you know, this feeling where you feel like you want to draw again, but you don't know what to draw. So if it helps you out, you know, if you're drawing along with me, maybe it helps you to draw again. How did you start digital drawing? Originally I started digital drawing with my iPad on the software called Procreate, and I think I started drawing for fun maybe around 6 years ago, and then eventually I made it into a professional career, drawing game art for a startup company. And there I realized, you know, when you start using the industry standard software, there's so many things you're missing out compared to drawing on a Procreate, just the app itself. So professionally drawing, I think I started around, I want to say 3 years ago. And I'm still learning, you know. Yeah, I hope that answered the question, I think. If you're still confused with the answer, let me know. I'll try to rephrase it again. So I guess in total for digital drawing, 3 plus 7, maybe 11 years, I guess. But I had to redo again when I started moving here in Canada, because I couldn't keep up paying for, what's that software called? Photoshop, so now I'm just starting on Krita because it's free. Took a while, took me like a whole month just to understand how to use it. Since I'm returning, I have both clip art and Krita. How do I start actually drawing? Well, which one you're more comfortable with? If you're okay with using one or the other, I suggest you start drawing a lot of like shapes, in my opinion. Because shapes, especially if you want to draw like a human character, I think shapes are most important. Like for example, if you like to draw big muscular guys, the easiest way to start with is just big circular, right? This. So this is basically your body right here, and then this is your head, and then you're gonna add another circular bottom here for your legs. So all this like hot dog shape and ball shape, it's gonna help you, create a good foundation. So without adding the detail, you can see from my view, I can add in a more structured shape. So from here, this is where where you start to learn to draw anatomy. It's kind of like the same thing when you Google online. It's going to be like studying the anatomy first. But for me, I start off with the shapes. So you can see here I'm using basic shape like circular. Then to get it to more detail, I make it more angular, so it becomes like square or rectangle. And then the shapes gets more complicated as you want to add more details. So depending on like what kind of style you want to draw, like for me it's more cartoony character, very zany and very, non-realistic kind of style. And that's how I start with drawing. But one of the most important thing for drawing for me is that the silhouette. So what I mean about that, after you make it more structure from the basic shape. So what you want to do is that you want to erase the inside. And you want to see is the shape is exactly how you imagine the character is. So this is a theory part where you want to apply silhouettes to whether you're doing character design. Because you want to know like, oh, this character, is he like a big muscular guy? So if I remove the detail on the inside and just have the silhouette around it, can I still imagine this character? Kind of like Batman, you can't imagine Batman without the horns. Yes. What? No, it's the same. I should also start with lighter pen. Yeah, I know, you find your brush, it takes a while. Right now I'm just using the basic brush, and it's just adjusting the size of it, whether you want it bigger or smaller. When it's more for sketching, you want it a little bit thicker, because eventually when it comes to detailing, you use a very smaller size. Yeah. So start with shapes, play around with it, and then build up from there the structure, which is more about anatomy. Whoops. See that? Now I made a mistake. I'm gonna add your leg, another leg right here. So the way I draw this sketch is based on the silhouette. So eventually when you draw for more than, I don't know, more than 1,000 hours at least, you eventually your hand have this muscle memory, and your eyes will start to see like, yeah, this kind of makes sense, even though it's a weird kind of position where the leg is. So let me come back to this, your sketch right here. And because it's digital, you can always, like, you know. That's right. If you heard that, make happy little accidents as much as you can. I think the way I want to say is to fail forward. Oh, so deep. And it's okay to draw it not so good. Because you're gonna come back to it. You're gonna make it better. The line art next? Oh no, this is still sketch. I just like to sketch it with, I like to sketch many times, from thicker sketch to like lighter sketch. I think this is too much like a cat. Oops. So now I'm just looking at the reference of a author. Which might look like a cat more, but you know, that's okay. And I like to take my time with it, you know. I think one of the most important thing is to not rush. Oh, forgive me if I'm always quiet. Sometimes I get lost when I'm drawing. And because this is a sketch for you, I want to make sure it looks good to you too. Yeah, if you have your, you know, Instagram link or whatever, I'll add you on my Instagram as well. I think I'll give you a little top hat. and erase the inside here. Based on the way Yuji Ito draw his character. Nah, I think I'll leave it out. No pupil. That's cool, thanks. I do, but I don't have any art on there. Only photography type of art. Photography is one of my hobbies. That's awesome. That means you have a good eye at seeing, you know, well, before I proceed what I'm saying, what kind of photography do you do? I take photos of animals, different stuff. I see that captures my eye. Oh, that's pretty cool. I think taking animal photo is very hard because animals are unpredictable and they move a lot. And you need a lot of patience too. You know, I would like to take also on photography, but my passion for photography would be more on buildings and toys actually, because I like to collect figurines. So how long you been doing your photography? I might do building someday. Yeah. Well, don't force yourself into it, you know? Just enjoy the process. To me, I've always been fascinated with building and architecture. But sometimes when I capture it on my camera, it doesn't translate the same way how I see it with my eyes. A couple months ago. Ooh. What camera are you using? You have your own DSLR? This is the hand, the other hand is behind, so it's going to be kind of shaded. Just my phone right now, trying to get a digital cam later. Oh. You have any brand you're looking for? See, I'm still new using the critter. Never you realize that Otter has a web feed. So here I'm not going to make a accurate attempt on the feed. This is the lazy part of me. 4. So to make this right, this is in front. No, this is in front, it's behind. And now I shall shade this darker. Just my phone right now, plan to get a digital layer, not really. Well, it's better to get like a second-hand digital camera. If you're taking like kind of retro style photography. But I do know that if it's with animals, you need a fast camera and something that can zoom far too. Because you know, animals are very sensitive with humans, unless it's like pet animals. And so I'm gonna draw the separation. I mean, this is to the best I could do of a Uzumaki, I guess. Oops, let me just adjust this first. There you go. Bring that here. Now I shall make this small and join with the rest of the crew. Merge this too. Gonna duplicate that so it's darkened. And there you go. Hope you liked it. Looks great, thank you. Hope you enjoyed that little process. Now I'm going back to my Bane. That was fun. I'm glad you enjoyed that. And once again, thank you for the follow. Helps a lot for my channel to grow. Just 2 more to reach to affiliate. Is that right? Yeah. Just gonna add a quick Bane right here and the belt. Was drawing cubes in the meantime, getting better. That's the spirit. I would recommend to you, if you feel like, you know, your process required, you feel much more better to draw with other people, you should try this meetup. I haven't tried it yet. I just recently registered to it, and then find a group that does, you know, sketching or drawing, and then just join them, because some of the meetup are free. It's also good to either, you know, learn a thing or two from other people. That's what I'm expecting. So not sure 100% yet, but like I said, I did join one, so I'll see how it goes. Yeah, it's called Meetup, like MEETUP. Should be tight right here. And the leg also is gonna be big as well. Gonna add a rip. It's the calf. So do you like draw for fun as a hobby, or you're hoping to make it like a career out of this? Both. Well, if I could give a, you know, a friendly advice, if you can join a, you know, a class, it will definitely help you in the long run for connection, for like career wise. But if you feel like drawing for fun, I think you should try to check out in Reddit and join like those D&D or draw for free kind of stuff. I used to join those, do free, kind of like free art. So sometimes when you feel like you don't know what to draw, you can always go there and just see like what people post about their D&D character, and then you just draw along. And then you post it, whether they like it or don't like it, it doesn't matter. It's more like a challenge for yourself. feel like this leg is a little bit too short. I'm going to bring it lower. Should be there. Oof, alright then. Gonna finish up with the right arm. Gonna draw like a tear shape, kind of like an eye, an eyeball, something like that. Find the line of where the striation is at. See, this part right here shouldn't make sense. Should be overlapping the shoulder. Then here I'm gonna have that rib skin. And the elbow is also protruding a bit. Let's flip it. Yeah, looks good. And then you want to add more muscle striation. So in this one, I'm not going to draw the hand. Just going to duplicate this. Gonna flip it. This is the beauty of a digital. If you're doing this with pen and pencil, it's going to be a while, I guess. That's why I went full digital. So this two gotta merge it. Just erasing some part so it looks cleaner a bit. Alright, let's add in some details. Kind of like the, oops. Yeah, that's a good idea. Add in like some veins. Probably here sticking out a bit. That looks nice. Hey, thank you. How's your cube drawing going? adjusting brush setting right now, huh? Are you using a drawing tablet? I think I forgot to add a vein here too. Well, he has the valve looking more distorted. Adding thicker lines here so you can know that this is in front and this is behind. Drawing multiple cues so I can get the hand off digital. Yes, I'm using a drawing tablet. Ah. What brand? And draw the other valve here. It shouldn't be that big, it should be smaller. Because now he's a big man. Is that a brand name? UG? Never heard that brand. It is got it in 2022. I'm gonna add a rip here because his clothes is ripping apart. Yeah, that's the tag.
Oh, so Bane evolved?
Yeah. So that's the concept I had in my mind.
This is name change. Squirtle, Blastoise.
You mean Bane 1, Bane 2, Bane 3? You shouldn't put it here, or else I'll melt the chocolate.
I'm thinking like Bane, Battle, Vanilla. No.
Huh. I'll think about it later. I'm not good with name yet. Bane across the Baneverse, yeah. I'm gonna get myself a drink quickly. Bane, Bane, banana ne, baba ne. You know, there is a line that I always like, the bane of my existence. I like the way it sounds like, so that's how I perceive art. With no context, I'm just saying nonsense. I guess Bane, Banane, and Banane sounds cool. Can he get more Banane? Yeah, I guess so. Now for the biggest Bane I can think of.
Is there what's the one when like before the evolution, like a baby Pokemon? Baby Bane?
You mean this basic Bane?
You know, the Pikachu, right? Other than Pikachu.
You mean like a baby Pokemon? You want baby Bane? Baby Bane is like its own Pokemon, you know? So I think... What's that Pokemon? Banako? What are you saying? What was it? I think it was Smoochu? Smoochum? Yeah, so they're not like directly linked as a evolution.
Really?
So you can't evolve baby. Yeah, I think so, yeah.
But Pikachu does evolve to Pikachu. He's the big Pokemon of
No, I think that's the thing. So Pichu like is evolution, right? But I think in the game, I've never seen it. It can be evolved. Like you can catch it, but you can't evolve it to Pikachu. I think. I don't know. I could be wrong on this one.
what about Pumpy? Pumpy the baby Pokemon. The most popular baby Pokemon.
Yeah, but some Pokemon they can't evolve to it. Togepi? I think so, yeah. But there's another one also, like there is Chansey, and then Chansey evolves to Blissey.
Yeah, but Chansey's not a baby.
Yeah, but there is but basically somewhere along that line, there's a baby Pokemon, but it doesn't evolve to its like, to its I guess the champion Pokemon.
This is Digimon, boy.
Well,
Digimon references here.
the next evolution, you know what I'm saying? But baby Bane. I'd like to do that. Maybe I can try that first. Let me draw a little baby Bane. Babies have big head, right?
Yeah, you gotta do it Disney style.
It'd be weird. The baby has steroids.
Baby Roy.
Milk, basically. Should be bigger eyes, right? stuff of horror. Well, he's not the cutest being here. Well, if you burn him with fire, then he'll become Bane again.
So that's the whole point.
Just gonna draw the thing here. That should be good enough. Baby Bane. Significant growth though. Actually, I'm kind of tired too. But I need to keep on going. Just gotta find some inspiration on how to draw Bane. What was that? Okay, gonna color this part. Here, this Bane is gonna be incredibly jack. It's just his shoulder blade, just not shoulder blade. This is his clavicle just sticking out. More striation going on here. Crazy. Oh. What's crazy?
Baby Bane.
Which one, Baby Bane? Oh, but nay. Well, it is kind of hawkish. Because you know, the Hulk takes gamma ray, and then the angrier he gets stronger. Well, Bane is just taking stuff. OMG, Croc Bane. Oh, that sounds like a cool mixed concept, yeah. It might just end up looking like Venom though. like a lowland Bane. Oh, I like that. That's a good idea. Okay. Just gonna draw the arms. It's more sharp edges. I guess the strongest thing about this Bane is its belt. Elbow is gonna be sharp elbow, right? So this concept is gonna be full on muscle, just lots of like striation going on, with like sharp nails, so everything's like overgrown and kind of past the limit of a human logic. Kind of like the, you know, the definition on Attack of the Titans. Not going to be symmetrical, so it adds some, you know, some variation to it. So this one, clavicle is a bit shorter, and this one is bigger. small. It's gotta be wide. Man, this wasn't supposed to be a Bane concept section. It's supposed to finish off one of my what I'm supposed to work on. But you know, I think it's good progress. It was fun to draw this. Maybe I was getting bored with what I was drawing earlier. You know, I think I might stop here for a while. I'm getting incredibly hungry. Oh, I guess I'm the only one alone. Well, if you're still there, JJ Uzumaki, well, thank you for hanging around. If you would like to catch again, maybe probably tomorrow I'll stream again. Probably around the same time. Hope you enjoy again with your drawing, and I look forward for you to get better and better. See you next time.